I'm live. I'm just gonna make sure I have my chat open and got a few things. I'm a couple of minutes early. So, no, that's what's happening. All right. Peaceful greetings. Peaceful greetings. At the tone, the time will be. Hmm. Yes, this video stuff is quite intriguing. Quite intriguing. All right. It is now the clock is about to strike 4. And at 1:11, it's time. Peaceful greetings. Thank you for coming. My chat should be open. So talk to me. Let me know where you're calling in from if you'd like. Calling in. Yeah, tuning in, calling in. I've done radio shows, listened, and been a hostess. So that's one of the things that you get asked. And other people do it too on this streaming. Happy Mother's Day. To those of you who have chosen to come and visit with me at the Goddess Temple Palace, I am ever grateful for your energies. Launch the mothership today on Mother's Day. To honor. You wonder, why there had to be a day set aside, portal of life, of people. You don't get here without mother. How did it happen that it had to be a day set aside to honor Father? Tricky, tricky. Those of you, and most of us, Bible, spoon fed by the Bible, honor thy mother. And but that's the way it is here now. So, what happened that we had to have a day to celebrate? But happy Mother's Day anyway. You deserve all the honor and the accolades. Now, I was noticing that when they opened up California the other day, that they were selling a lot of flowers. I love flowers. I grow flowers. And if you want to give me some flowers, give me a plant that I can plant and continually grow and reap what I sow. But another story for another time. I remembered the through florist and candy shops and but why I take issue personally with perhaps not perhaps your, because if you come and join me later, let them dry out and come back and I'll tell you. I mothers, I want to share with you how I got into the goddess vibration. I remember some 30 years ago calling forth this African goddesses to a party at my home in Boston. That's when the energy that I recall the energy consciously coming to me. But we didn't stay together. It was a beautiful gathering too because there was a lot of jealousy and just not unity. Makes me sad to reflect on that. But nonetheless, da da da, I kept going and kind of put that on the back burner. I was had placed myself in many situations that caused me to forget that whole experience. But time and destiny brought me back. And as I am evolving closer to my purpose and my understanding of the sacredness of the womb being the mother, I have embraced whom I call the first mother because she's got so many names, so many shapes, so many colors, so many styles. I call her the first mother with reverence. I have embraced her because I have known women can be in one aspect of their jealousy, feelingness, and even not having to make it here. Um, some of you are going to tell me you have a wonderful relationship with your mother, and be thankful because everyone doesn't. Home alone time, you found out that you don't even know them, and not so grateful for having the opportunity to get to know them. I bless your spirit for bringing them forward. They'll find their way. They'll find their way. Some of you had children who could care less about you. And some of you have children who worship and adore you. You are really fulfilling that aspect of motherhood. Count your blessings. Motherhood extends beyond the ones who carry the child in the womb, of which I am not one of those and won't be, even though Diana Ross brought forth a child at something like 76, maybe 70 something, mm, of her daughter. She carried it. But I am a mother in my spirit in so many ways. My maternal instinct is very, very strong. And that's bringing me to, let me introduce myself to you even greater. I think I'll put my glasses on. If y'all have any questions, comments, remarks, I had some fly black glasses. Now, what did, oh, here they are. I, I am, I am, I am Queen, Mother Goddess, Opulence, Ra enter. As I reach back into the past to grab hold of the fountain of youth, for my dreams deferred, unheard, unlistened to, I am presented to myself. I travel the rooms, thoughts flying, crawling, scratching, kneading the parts of me that are laid along the sides of the hands of the sculptress and the weaver, the healer, to gather me together to mold and shape my life and allow me to live my destiny. I stand in the presence with the talents that have been given to me. I come forth from eternity to visit with you in this moment in time. I have dressed of creation, the gifts that are inherently mine and yours. Created a garment of silk fabric and gold spun thread with images of my future painted in rug, where I have woven a piece. I have made buttons of clay and metal and created jewelry that reflects my royal lineage. I have danced upon the stages of my life with grace and honor. My movements and my music have come from my soul and my spirit, and guidance from my ancestors and guardians and the first mother in many shapes and forms called me to draw upon the rhythms I had known long before coming to this planet to plant the seeds of the future. I have held the hand of many children and guided them to themselves to remember me always as the light that shined upon their beautiful faces, as the one that knocked and tapped upon their heart strings and opened them up to the doors of limitless creativity. I am Queen Mother Goddess, keeper of the Goddess Temple Palace, co-pilot, air directive. See how that applies to you. I love to be dressed up. I love to be elegant and royal and regal. But this is also planting time. I'm gonna, well, there was no other way I was gonna come any other way. You may say, I love you is powerful. So many say that love is the formula for happiness. I surely know it's one of them. Because the definition of love can be defined in so many able to say to yourself, the love that you've been given to these children, African Americans, but not just us. Women have been so oppressed, which I touched on earlier. Forgot to mention, but there's not always a book to be able to access. Because there was a time when we couldn't even read books. We had to feel the energy from the books. You feel me? The gifts of spirit. We had to feel the energy, and all of us weren't tapped into that. But those who were, the feminine, were able to transmit the information to others. They had to be unified in order to succeed. They had to be. This jealous share food They had to keep secrets. They would still for different stages of growth and age of your child when it's sick. My grandmother came to me last night. I love my grandmother. Oh, my grandmother. Oh, she saved me. So those of you who are grandmothers, exactly how old I was. I managed to burn my right hand with some hot bacon grease. Should have kept me off of pork right then and there. She would go to work the night shift. I see her. She's here with me right now. Mm. And she would come to where we lived, and I don't know where she lived. She might have lived far away in the country. She turned me on to that country vibe because I live far away in the country now. And she would touch my hand. She would take off the bandages, and they had told us, can't believe everything people say, especially just can't believe everything people say. Always check it out with your spirit. That my hand was going to be like that. Well, as you see, and her love, mother's love, her love, mm, she knew how to take the bandages off and how to rewrap them. That's when I learned about cocoa butter. Mm, mm, mm. Grandma's hands. There's a song, y'all check it out. Grandma's hands. Go to church on Sunday morning. And I would go, but was turned out not to be my cup of tea, but it made them happy. Mother's Day. Hmm. Mothership launching. I am so grateful that you all came today, and I wish each and every one of you the best Mother's Day ever. That you can know that you have done something. Raising a child, again, African American child, is even more challenging because we cannot dye our hair, put lenses in our eyes, and get a change the tone of the African diaspora, whereas other groups of people mostly can. But as a people, through the mother's love, because a lot of times fathers were not there. And that's a conditioning of having come through slavery and males being the master. Well, the master is you. Again, back to those women during the slavery times, they didn't forget how to keep their maternal that they tapped into the 5 session course for 72 we will Zoom, we will Facebook. I'm going to share with you because I'm a teacher, as I mentioned in the um, my reading, my Declaration of Independence, my declaration of who I am and whose I am, that I've held the hands of many children. I'm a good teacher. I had the pleasure of, I was at the Rosa Parks Museum selling my creations, and these 2 beautiful young womb beings. They were with a few of their other friends. They were about 20. Came up to me. They were looking at some rings, and they said, "Did you teach at such and such a place?" I said, "Probably." And she talked a little bit more. She said, "I recognize that face." And she told me that she had, and her twin, who had been one of my students, it touched my heart that they even remembered me. But she said, "You taught us a song, Funga Alafia Ashe Ashe Funga Alafia Ashe Ashe." And we sang that together on video for her sister to see it. When I teach from my heart because my students are my children. And my maternal instinct comes out strongly that way. I'm going to stop saying I am. I am preparing to give you formulas, some magical, some food, some metaphysical, because I've been around in many ways, many cycles. And I could be called a hoarder of knowledge. And not only that, like the ones who kept and still keep the information to be transmitted the to others. And each one of us do that, but some do it to a larger audience. I'm gonna straight up say I had to be guided clearly. This is what I was supposed to do. Because as you might know, I think very highly of myself. Oh, by the way, I have jewelry in a museum shop. It's quite an accomplishment. Just saying. But I go to the best of my ability where I'm at in my evolution to listen, to listen to what I am supposed to do. And that's it. 7 and 2 is nine, $79. I haven't laid out exactly the what the curriculum is going to be as of yet. I'm going to go by the energy that I'm feeling. And if you pay between now and my birthday, my Earth Day, my solar return, May 23rd, there'll be something extra in it for you. I'm an oracle, I'm a seer. And I will grant you one question with me, no telling what that will lead to. Creations with an S. I will put the information in the show notes of opulence at Gmail through PayPal. I really don't want to go. I found my peace. I'm gonna look and see if there's any questions before I do go. Put my glasses on, my jazzy glasses. Let's see. Do y'all have any questions? Well, you got me asking you before I go. Any questions? You've given me beautiful comments. This was a blessing for my heart. Ooh, my heart be light as a feather, and may yours as well. Remember to get those roses to plant in your garden, even if you don't have land outside. Get a pot and put it in there. You could have more roses. Especially now, it could save your men, your children some money. Cause I love you all for being here. I love me for creating the sacred space. I will be back real soon. Real soon. Mm. Blessings from the First Mother, who is the mothership. Portal, it's you. It's you. We're in a time of change. I'm going to call it the golden age. Ooh, I don't want to go. Maybe I'm not supposed to. I'm going. Ooh, namaste. Peace, peace. Hug yourselves. Kiss yourselves. Love yourselves. Mm, Appreciate that skin. That beautiful skin, melanated skin, whatever color your skin is. Mm. Appreciate that beautiful child that you created. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Take a nice bath. Yeah, someone brought Valentine's Day. Yeah, that's another day they be selling them flowers. And who knows, I may become a florist one day. But I'm already telling you all how to save the resources that come from the rose. Save those petals. I will come. I will teach you some things to do with yourself. Don't forget. Oh yeah, don't forget. Whatever you said before, you got pissed off. You called them all kind of. Who knows what you said when you were angry with them? Here now. Okay, if you don't bring your royal butt in here right now, you're about to be elevated into a place that you hadn't intended to experience. Check yourself so I don't have to correct yourself. Okay. Hmm. I hope y'all, I guess you did. You liked, you subscribed, because when I get up to 1,000, I'll be able to, be anywhere with my cell phone. Well, a lot of places, anywhere. No, because sometimes where I live, it doesn't happen to the highest degree I would love it to. But anyway, the share this, please. Namaste. Oh, I forgot to my where's my I don't want to go. Grandmother got it. That's a service. Mhm.